Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're breaking down the top 15 GymDesk software alternatives, and we're basing this entirely on your specific business needs and real-world costs. We're going to cut right through all the marketing noise and look at exactly which software actually makes sense for your facility in 2026. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Why look for alternatives? 2. All-in-one scaling solutions. 3. Niche, boutique, and 24/7 options. And 4. The final decision framework. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's kick things off with a pretty massive question. As a facility owner, does your monthly software bill actually go up every time you successfully add new members? If the answer is yes, well, you might be outgrowing your current system, and it might actually be punishing your growth. Section 1. Why look for alternatives? The status quo. Look, let's be real. GymDesk is genuinely a great platform. People love its transparent pricing, the support is rock solid, and if you run a martial arts dojo, the belt tracking is absolutely top-notch. But eventually, a lot of owners hit a wall. You might find yourself needing way deeper reporting, a more flexible website builder, or maybe some heavy-duty marketing and retention tools. Or maybe you just desperately need native 24/7 access control. But you know what the absolute biggest reason is? It's that scaling cost. GymDesk charges you more as your member count climbs. So instead of giving you some meaningless 1 to 15 ranking, we've categorized the top alternatives by use case because, frankly, there is no single best platform out there. There's only the best alternative for exactly what you need, whether that's locking in a flat rate cost, finding a truly free starting tier, or getting specialized tools for a boutique or an unstaffed gym. Section 2. All-in-one scaling solutions. Breaking the penalty for growth. Okay, so if you're completely over the whole rising bills situation, GymRoute perfectly illustrates the flat rate fix. With GymRoute, a gym with 400 members and a gym with 40 members pay the exact same $99 base price. They run on flat month-to-month tiers that give you unlimited members and staff. It's honestly a financial game changer for a growing gym because your overhead is locked in. Predictable costs are a massive advantage as you scale up. Now, swinging all the way to the other end of the spectrum, we have PushPress. They offer a genuinely $0 monthly tier. And no, I don't mean a 14-day free trial. Their core free plan covers billing, scheduling, and even a member app for literally $0 a month. If you're opening a brand new facility and cash flow is your absolute biggest hurdle right now, this is super tempting, especially when you consider GymDesk's entry tier starts at around $75. But right, you knew there was a catch. Here's the honest trade-off, 4.99%. That free tier comes with a processing rate of up to 4.99%, plus 30 cents per transaction. What that means is while the software itself is technically free, your actual out-of-pocket cost skyrockets the moment your dues revenue climbs. When you've only got 10 members, it barely matters. But as you grow, it gets wildly expensive, which is exactly why most gyms eventually migrate up to their paid lower-rate tiers. Section 3. Niche, boutique, and 24/7. Specialized fit. What if your business model is highly specialized? Say you run a class-driven boutique, like yoga or Pilates, where the timetable itself is the actual product. In that case, TeamUp is an absolute powerhouse. It's got a phenomenal reputation for support, and it's beautifully designed entirely around recurring bookings and course management. It'll run you roughly $104 to $119 a month, and it does scale by customer count, so just keep in mind, it isn't automatically cheaper at scale. But for the boutique model, it fits perfectly. Now, for the heavy lifters and the dojos out there, you're going to want to look at Zen Planner and Wodify. Both of these give you incredible depth for the performance tracking, workout programming, and leaderboards that CrossFit boxes and combat gyms really demand. Zen Planner starts around $99, though add-ons can definitely push that higher. Wodify also starts near $99 and leans incredibly hard into the competitive functional fitness community. Actually, scratch that. If you're a smaller martial arts school, maybe you don't need all that complexity. Kicksite is a fantastic family-owned alternative that's very hands-on and comes in quite a bit cheaper at about $49 a month. Let's pivot for a second. What if your biggest frustration with GymDesk is just the total lack of marketing features? Wellness Living tackles this head-on. They natively bundle in email automation, SMS campaigns, reward programs, and a really robust review generation engine. If you want to finally stop paying for 3 different third-party marketing apps just to run your gym, this is where you look. Okay, let's talk physical access and consumer discovery. 2 very different beasts. For unstaffed 24/7 operations, GymMaster is brilliant. It handles Bluetooth door access directly through its own hardware, so no more trying to wire up a separate third-party system.
On the flip side, if you're in a dense urban market and you just desperately need bodies walking through the door, Mindbody is the play. They do charge a hefty premium, up to $599 a month, to plug you into their massive consumer discovery marketplace app. It's pricey, and yeah, support can sometimes be spotty, but that market reach is undeniable.
Rounding out these niche tools really quickly, Vagaro is an absolute lifesaver if you run a hybrid setup, mixing fitness with spa and salon services on a single calendar. On a strict budget, RhinoFit strips it all down to the bare bones for about $57 a month. Meanwhile, if your coaching lives primarily on your clients' phones, Virtua Gym's app-first approach is incredible. And if your business strictly runs on appointments, like a personal training studio or a swim school, Pike 13 is your go-to. Finally, for the enterprise folks out there, if you're a multi-location operator running a large chain, or you absolutely must have a fully bespoke, custom-branded app experience, Perfect Gym and Exercise.com are the heavy hitters. These are quote-based enterprise solutions. Honestly, they're generally overkill for a single mid-sized gym, but they're completely essential if you're operating on a massive, highly branded scale.
Section 4, the final decision framework. How to choose wisely.
All right, with 15 amazing options flying at you, let's cut through the noise. Here are the 4 essential steps you absolutely must take before you even think about migrating your data. First, name your specific gap. What exactly is GymDesk failing to do for you right now? Second, ruthlessly filter by your business model. Don't go buying a boutique class scheduler if you run a 24/7 powerlifting gym, right? Third, calculate your true total cost. And fourth, pressure test that pricing model against your future growth. Let's camp out on that true total cost for a second, because this is the golden rule of software. Never, ever switch based on the sticker price alone. Your true total cost is your base subscription, plus the reality of those card processing fees at your actual monthly revenue volume, plus the cost of whatever add-ons you need, like a branded app or a marketing module. A cheap sticker price can so easily inflate into your most expensive monthly bill if you aren't paying attention. I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. What is your projected gym size 12 months from now? Not today, 12 months from now. Never run your software math against the size you are today. Always project forward to make absolutely sure the choice you make right now won't end up punishing the success you're working so hard to build tomorrow.